on YouTube, and she has a friend with cells around the thyroid that are testing positive for cancer.
There are several different ways that we can approach that. Normally, whenever I talk to anyone who has a diagnosis of cancer of any kind, I go full bore. And what do I mean by that? Good food, bad food, balance the gut, do the gut protocol. The gut protocol, in my opinion, is so critically important because you have got to reestablish the balance of bacteria in your gut. If you don't have a healthy gut, you're not healthy from the immune perspective, cardiovascular perspective, respiratory perspective, endocrine perspective. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. So balance the gut. Make sure you're also paying attention to the mouth and correcting any mouth issues that may be problematic. And I know that that's something that sounds foreign to people because for all the years that I've been alive, right up until a few years ago when I started to study this, we were told to kill all the bacteria in the mouth. If you had bacteria in your mouth, you had bad breath. So just use antibacterial mouthwash and kill off all the bacteria. That is so wrong. When we talk about all the bacteria that's in the mouth, what we recognize is of the some 700 identified bacteria in the mouth, there are only about 14 or 15 of them that are bad or harmful. But if we're using an antibacterial mouthwash, we are disrupting the mouth microbiome the same way we disrupt the gut microbiome using an antibiotic. So you don't have the benefit of that mouth being a protector. So someone comes to me with a diagnosis of cancer, I say good food, bad food, gut protocol, make sure the mouth is healthy, the 90 essential nutrients. And then in addition to that, I always say the oxybody, and I always recommend 3 ounces a day of the oxybody. So what I recommend for people, because it must be on an empty stomach, I recommend 1.5 ounces twice a day. It must again be on an empty stomach. Okay. I always say the Z radical. And what I recommend is an ounce of the Z radical every 2 hours while awake. I always say selenium, very important to increase the selenium. The beta glucan, very important to take that beta glucan product. And the product in the Nature's Pearl line, I call it the elixir, and it's not that particular product in the Nature's Pearl line. I say an ounce of that every day. And again, when I go after cancer, I want to make sure that I'm giving the body every advantage. And so do I say a lot and do I recommend a lot? The answer to that is yes. But mostly because cancer is a diagnosis that none of us want. And let's go after it as best we can. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And let's go after it as best we can.
Is that the muscadine grape?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Very important information. And one final question.